At the end of our last episode, I promised you we were going to step directly into the rhythmic heartbeat of the shamanic path, and we are doing exactly that today. When most people in the modern spiritual space hear a shamanic drum, they treat it like background music. They look at it as an aesthetic prop for a meditation, a pleasant soundscape to help them relax, or a performative part of a weekend workshop. But the drum is not an instrument for entertainment in this setting. It is a piece of reality-bending technology. When you learn how to track the drum somatically, you realize that it is an external pacemaker for your entire nervous system. It is a biological steering wheel designed to safely decouple your consciousness from the physical space, launch you into a deep astral or shamanic travel, and, most importantly, anchor you so deeply into your bones that you never get lost in the ether. If you want to travel out into the cosmos without blowing your circuits, you need a rhythm that holds the ground. Today, we are sinking the vessel to the heartbeat of the earth. Welcome to Episode 4, The Rhythms of the Drum. So let's look at the actual neuroscience of what happens when a shamanic drum begins to beat. Right now, as you are listening to my voice, your brain is likely operating in a beta wave state. This is your active, logical, analytical, everyday consciousness. It's the state that problem solves, tracks time, and keeps you alert. But when a drum begins to strike at a steady, repetitive frequency of roughly 4 to 7 beats per second, something incredible happens to your biology. It triggers a phenomenon called auditory driving. Your brain's electrical activity literally entrains to the rhythm of the drum. Within minutes, your brainwaves are forced out of that hypervigilant beta state, passing right through alpha and dropping straight down into a deep theta state. Theta is the boundary layer of the psyche. It is the dream state, the subconscious archive, the space where linear time dissolves and your spiritual sight opens up wide. This is the exact physiological frequency required for shamanic journeying, remote viewing, and high-level energetic command. The reason so many people struggle to have genuine shamanic experiences is because they are trying to visualize their journey using their logical, stressed-out beta brain. You cannot force a cosmic portal open with an analytical mind. You have to let the physics of the drumbeat lower your brain's frequency until the gates naturally slide open. But here is the secret that separates the amateur sky gazer from the sovereign master. The drum is not just the vehicle that launches you out. It is the anchor that holds you down. When you enter a deep theta state and journey into the non-physical realms, your consciousness expands dramatically. You are moving through vast fields of subtle data, ancestral memories, and high-frequency light. If you do this work entirely in silence or with floating ambient music, it is incredibly easy for your consciousness to become unmoored. You get spaced out. You experience that spiritual blowout that we talked about in episode 1, because your spirit is floating out there while your physical body is left completely behind, cold and rigid. The physical vibration of the drumbeat solves this. Even when your mind is deep in a shamanic flight, traveling through the upper or lower worlds, the heavy, acoustic sound waves of the drum are physically hitting your flesh. The vibration is hitting your skin, pulsing through your chest, and echoing in your skeleton. That physical resonance acts like a golden tether. It constantly reminds your nervous system exactly where your physical body lives in space and time. It provides a baseline of absolute safety for your primitive brain, whispering to your biology, you are right here, you are safe on the floor, your bones are secure. Because the body knows it is securely anchored by the external heartbeat of the drum, it doesn't panic. It doesn't slam the armor down. It allows you to travel further, see clearer, and bring the raw power of your journey all the way back into your waking reality. So let's sync your internal rhythm to the ground right now. Wherever you are, if you're somewhere safe, let your posture settle. Feel the exact rhythm of your natural breath right now, unforced and steady. I want you to bring your awareness to your own heartbeat. If you can't feel it physically, just imagine it pulsing quietly behind your breastbone. Now imagine the heavy, steady strike of a shamanic drum beating in perfect synchronization with that pulse. With every beat you visualize, feel your physical weight dropping 1 inch deeper into the surface beneath you. Let your nervous system match the steadiness of the iron core of the earth. No rushing, no static, just the unshakable rhythm of the vessel. Hold this internal baseline as you move through the rest of your day. You are the rhythm. So in our next episode, we're going to take this deeply grounded, highly receptive Theta vessel and connect it straight to the vast currents of the unseen. We are stepping into the golden thread, aligning with ancestral and cosmic lineages, and I'm going to show you how your lineage is not a ghost floating outside of you, but a physical code waiting to be activated right inside your DNA. Until next time, stay in your bones. Peace.